All right, REM kit. Here we go, boys. Let's see. I want to see. Affiliated with the Millis faction, Demon's Mighty Grip. REM can recover allies' HP in proportion to the damage she deals. Her burst skill grants buff to her ally, to herself, and allies using rocket launchers. There's just a machine gun, and then you put in a rocket launcher. Is this gonna be like a bunny steam then? But then the bunny steam don't need a healer. Okay, but 2 rocket launchers, huh? Alright, well, let's see. Yeah, I think... Yeah, this Collab sucks. Alright. Where's the kit? 300, 2.5, 5.57. Remember, chat, I was just talking about 5.57. This is the same value as Guillotine and Summer Neon. Lower than Ludmilla's skill. And she's a supporter burst too. Okay. Lower than Ludmilla and Modernia. But supporter, so... Man, I was actually expecting Emilia to be the supporter and REM to be the attacker, not the other way around, actually. After landing 50 normal attack in Demon Breath status. Demon Breath status is burst. So she has to be the one bursting. It stacks up to 30 times, lasts for 10 seconds. So she has to be on burst. And so 15 normal attack, so that's 4 stacks per... Because, yeah, that's 4 stacks per second. So 30 divided by 4, it's like 7.5. So in that 7.5 seconds, that's when you get the attack percentage. So you don't immediately get it, because, yeah, she has to burst. I don't see anything else where there's Demon's Breath. So you're getting this attack buff only when she's bursting. But that's... Oh wait, no, this is self. Oh, okay, so this is her personal damage. Okay. And then when she's bursting also, she will heal. Oh, but then since she's bursting, she's not... This is a burst 2. Hold up, this is a burst 2 healer. And 20-second cooldown time. That is actually really good then. Oh, shit, hold up. Activates when entering battle, affects self, recovers 42% of the attack damage, HP continuously. Wait a minute. This is a permanent lifesteal for herself? Huh? And she heals. Yeah, no, this is whenever she's bursting. So that's like every time there's burst, there's heal. And mind you, 42.24% is a good amount, actually. So activates when entering battle, affects self and 2 rocket launcher, wielding ally with the highest attack. Wielding ally units with the highest attack, shares HP recover continuously. Oh, wait a minute. Dude, the more I drop down, I go from top and then down to bottom. So there's a permanent healing for the rocket launchers also. She's healing them. She's sharing HP recovery. So she's the one that's healing. The rocket launcher doesn't have to be the one attacking. A2 will make a comeback. Yeah. Wait a minute. This is actually extremely good for A2. Also, yeah. I like that it's a rocket launcher wielding ally. And number 2, yeah, it's the highest attack, mind you. So if your rocket launcher is the highest attack, she can continuously heal them. This is a really good unit, especially for people who do not have Marciana. And the thing is, she will, whenever she's bursting, which is pretty much almost always because she's a heal, because she's cooldown is 20 seconds. She's basically healing you guys every single time. So she's like, this is an every... And the thing is, she doesn't have to be with Emilia. This doesn't have to be with Emilia. So this is really actually good. Think about it. How many times have we tried to make a team and then everybody's like, oh my god, I don't have a Marciana as a healer, especially if you do not have a Marciana. And here's the thing, she will 100% replace Marciana. Even if you don't have a rocket launcher, machine gun just tends to be better, especially you're comparing machine gun and shotgun. So like core damage, so she would deal a little bit more core damage. Yeah. And then there's critical rate. This one is just a buff to herself. This critical rate is so you would want like crit damage also with her if you want attack. You would definitely benefit you to build her DPS, because like that way she can also heal faster, which is sometimes like it's a really tricky situation in a lot of situations. This is actually gonna replace a lot of the Marciana users. So like there, especially this upcoming solo raid, or actually no, union raid, it would, but by the time REM comes out, union raid is basically done because union raid is coming out soon. But for solo raid, especially for solo raid, actually think about how many times where you guys would have thought like, oh yeah, Marciana would have been nice here. This is really good. And here's the kicker. Okay, it does scale with her caster's attack, so for the rocket launchers, so this is really good. You can get, oh my god, wait, Scarlet Black Shadow is a rocket launcher. Oh wait, oh yeah, I forgot that she is a rocket launcher. Oh my god. And max ammo capacity, by the way, with this max ammo capacity increase, well, one, she's gonna buff Emilia, and number two, technically you don't have to get max ammo on Scarlet Black Shadow, but I mean, to be fair, you still want at least one line of the thing for Scarlet Black Shadow, but you can do unlimited ammo with Scarlet Black Shadow with this also. 50% attack is nothing to scoff at. This is really, really huge. Even though it's like a supporter, it's 10 seconds. You have to realize that's 10 seconds. That is a lot. And 50%. You just have to realize this is huge even for a caster's attack. And caster's attack is like, I think like 0.7, 0.8% of an attacker. I can't remember. I think Mr. Altris is like sleeping right now. But I was discussing it with Mr. Altris before on the percentage supporter. So Red Hood is at 200k attack at core 7 for me, and then support LB0 with no upgrade is like a 128k attack. At worst case scenario, 30%. You're looking at the 30% if you have a LB0 like support with a core 7 DPS, you're looking at a 30% attack buff for 10 seconds. You're looking at a 48% attack buff for 10 seconds, essentially an equivalent. So if you have like a core 7 REM and a DPS, that's like LB0. So like the lower bound is like 32% and the upper bound is like 48%. Holy crap. Okay, that is actually gonna be insane. Yeah, it's basically 100% uptime healer too, this is huge. 100% huge for A2, and she might make A2 relevant. Oh, pretty sure her personal damage is higher than regular Scarlet. Make A2 relevant again. Everybody's going crazy. Oh, ain't no way we have it now. Sky wants to bring A2 back so bad. Yeah, I think regular REM's damage will be higher than regular Scarlet, because she's a machine gun, and like if the enemy is far away, she's gonna do enough core damage that will actually out damage drunk Scarlet. No way. Holy crap. Collab saved? Ain't no way. But obviously, yeah, okay, chat, chill for a hot second, right? Okay, the thing is, this might be a proper burst. Oh yeah, I just realized this. By the way, this is gonna be a team 3 guaranteed. Like, you have Blanc and you have Naga already. Naga does healing and cover recovery already, and Blanc does healing also. The really good thing about this one is, one, she's a healer. Two, she's not necessarily a duo with a particular unit. It's a particular type, weapon type. And the thing is, you can put her with Scarlet Black Shadow and Alice. That way it will free up your team 1 for something. Rip Elegg investments. Here's the thing though. Okay, you guys gotta realize, the main thing is she's buffing attack, and again, there's a lot of dilution that's happening with attack. However, you could technically just use also, for example, D, which doesn't necessarily have a lot of attack buff. So like, unlike like Litter, say Litter has a lot of attack buff, so it might kind of even that out a little bit using D with, like, because you're gonna use Scarlet Black Shadow and then you're gonna use Alice, so technically it will benefit Alice too. So technically, yeah, I could see D on this one as skill burst 1. And I mean, volume is, I mean, because of this critical rate, but then this is a self buff, it's not. So yeah, I mean, really any of the 3 could work, or 4 actually. D, Litter, volume, and Dorothy. You might end up not using Dorothy though. There's a chance that we might not end up using Dorothy. There's that chance too in unity scenarios, but we'll see. REM team 1. Here's the good thing about not necessarily having to tie into like a duo scenario. So you know how Naga with Tia, Blanc with Noir, this can pretty much slot in 3 other DPSs. In fact, what you could do is you could even have, oh yeah, I just realized this, oh my god, you could do Scarlet Black Shadow, Alice, and A2, and you only need to burst once with A2. Yeah, you burst once with A2, and then she has, since REM is basically permanent healing rocket launchers, so A2 will have unlimited mode B, and then like you just burst with Alice and Scarlet Black Shadow afterwards. Again, the good thing about this one is just because it's not specific to a particular unit, really. I mean, technically, Naga doesn't have to be in a particular unit, but realistically speaking, there's no one else that gives shield that is in meta, right? Like, you technically could have Eder that gives shield, or Arya, but she's also burst too. So it's really iffy to partner Naga with any other unit. There's not any other unit. But rocket launcher is there's a lot of potential in it. Oh yeah, they're also reworking. Hold up. Let me think about it. They're reworking Laplace too, right? Oh my god, Laplace. Holy sh. Oh my god, we just can't stop. Holy. Ain't no way. Shoot up 20 rocket launcher saved. You know, the video before this, we were just like, wait, rocket launcher is just, oh my god, rocket launcher sucks. And the thing is, I did not expect her to be a support for rocket launcher, because I was like, oh yeah, REM, man, she's probably gonna be an attacker. She's a machine gun. There's no way she was gonna support rocket launchers, right? Hold up, wait a minute. Rocket launcher support. Hold up, wait a minute. What? A machine gun that's rocket launcher support is insane. Anyways, again, there's so many combinations that you could do with REM. This is actually insane. And add to that she's water is just you know, water does need a lot more things to it. And this, okay, by the way, chat, another thing that I want to point out, this will save Emilia. Want to know why? Because what is missing in Emilia's kit? Attack buff. She actually doesn't have attack buff, and I didn't mention it earlier, but basically she doesn't really have a lot of attack buff, which doesn't really make her anything good. But that's the thing, she now has attack buff coming in from REM, which is insane, and it's also like a consistent buff too. And also, again, if you're gonna partner, technically you could partner her Emilia with A2 or Emilia with SBS and Alice, right? Actually, with Alice would be great also. And if somehow you can make it so that Alice will continuously buff Emilia, so that means that Emilia has to have higher attack than Alice, then you could, then Emilia will constantly get the charge speed buff from Alice. So, you know, if you have, that means you're gonna need core 7 Emilia if you have a core 7 Alice. I just saying. And also a higher higher attack percentage on overloads. I'm just saying that will also what will make you force you to do it if you want Emilia to get the charge speed buff from Alice. But I think another thing is that, yeah, it doesn't have to be Emilia. Again, A2 will be a lot more valuable with this. And I could see the SBS, Alice, and A2, and then you burst once with A2, and then you just continuously burst afterwards with Alice and SBS. Core 7 alrighty then. See, here's the thing. I mean, people, the ones that are gonna do this are definitely the ones that are gonna try hard. Like core 7 REM, like you could see already, like the people that are gonna be try hard, especially those solo raid like top 50 dudes that wants to like competitive that shit. Oh, that's a core 7 REM, dude. Dude, there's no way. There's no way you're gonna, this is it's a 10-second buff and it's 50%. Holy crap. Another thing, burst 2 is very, very competitive. Naga has core damage buff. Blanc has damage taken debuff. And then also Novel is the third one. Where's Novel? Solo. And Novel is a damage taken buff increase. And Mass buffs HP. And Elegg buffs the attack damage percent, or sorry, distributed damage percent. So like burst 2 is competitive in that regards. However, what really makes her is the fact that you can start including, for example, like she is a healer. That's the thing. That's the biggest thing about it. The fact that she's a healer is making her above these other ones, because right now the burst 2 healers that also add a lot of things offensively would be Blanc and Naga, but then other than that it's really Marciana, and she doesn't have anything to add offensively. Dala is mainly used for the cooldown reduction, not really much for her buff, although though she does buff. And Biscuit is also for healing and buffing Summer Anise. But that's the thing though, Biscuit and Summer Anise is not really touched with this team. In fact, this will be like a team 5, right? Because you could end up like putting in, for example, you could put in Volume or D or whatever, and then you'll have it on team 5 with REM and A2 or Emilia. And then on team 1, you will have, you know, whichever one that needs to be pumped out. So it could be like Maxwell with Ludmilla, or or Red Hood and Maxwell. And then like the Bunnies team, you have Modernia still as usual in that place, or it could be Ludmilla also technically. And then you have Red Hood or Maxwell in there. And so And team 3, typically back then, right now, team 3 would be Summer Anise with Biscuit and Dorothy and Privity, and then like another burst 2. Probably it's not really touch, so this will make a team 5, like actually a team 5, and people will probably put it with Scarlet Black Shadow. And then it depends on what kind of boss it is, right? So if the boss is Iron weak, then you put in La Plus. If the boss is Water weak, then you put in Emilia. If the boss is Fire weak, then you put in A2. The rocket launchers, and let's see who else are rocket launchers here. We look at the rocket launchers. Yeah. And if the boss is weak against wind, well, if the boss is weak against wind, I would actually probably put Scarlet Black Shadow into the Naga, to be fair. Just want to point that out, because you want your highest, the Black Shadow, to be on the highest DPS. Unless the boss doesn't have core, then actually if the boss doesn't have core, then maybe you can get away with not being there. Red Hood RL. Oh yeah, wait, I filtered by Red Rocket Launcher. Why is Red Hood wait, why is Red Hood Rocket Launcher here? Wait, what? Ridewin, hey, hello. Again though, the core, okay, is Emilia still mid? Yeah, kinda. But would REM save her? Probably. Emilia alone is mid, but REM would probably save her. And here's the thing, right? Keep in mind that there's a lot of us had to do like Sakura noise for team 5. And this will allow you to just kind of avoid that situation also. You know what would make this really insane? If there's a burst 1 that is like damage taken debuff or like core damage bonus or whatever. Because right now, the separate multiplier is very kind of specific in burst 2 situation. The burst 1 is kind of like the only one that does damage taken or attack damage is Tia, but technically she's burst 0. So like if we're talking about actual burst 1, yeah, D perhaps, but that's like the amount is very small. And yeah, everyone else is like attack buff. So that's one downside right now, because the attack because it is an attack buff right now on burst 2 situation. So it would end up being very diluted, but it won't be as diluted if, say, we use D, for example. So I could see like a use with like D with Scarlet Black Shadow and Alice, and then like another rocket launcher. Yeah, so D would actually be pretty good with REM team, actually. And yeah, otherwise, like, it's hard to see other units in burst 1 category that would be really good with her, in terms of just like, okay, you're thinking about like a separate multiplier, because again, damage formula in Nikke, you guys have to realize again of how it works. We talked about it. The base damage is here, that's where the attack buffs are. And then the thing is, for what we want, so REM will be in this base damage multiplier, but then what we want is different multipliers on different, primarily this one, the damage up or damage taken debuff. In typical setups for the Tia Naga, they technically have core hit bonus and damage taken debuff, or no, sorry, it's core hit bonus and damage up. Right, Tia gives damage up, Naga gives damage or core hit, and then Naga gives attack buff also. And then plus litter, which is typically the attack buff, so that's why there's synergy to that. Now if you have REM that's giving attack buff on the burst 2, then typically the units that you would want on burst 1 would be something that has damage up and damage taken debuff, so that way you're kind of balancing it out of how much attack buff that you're getting here. So what would make REM, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential in it, because the moment that we have like a good burst 1 unit that gives damage up or damage taken debuff, that will kind of make REM even better if it is a cooldown reduction also. And honestly, I could see like a pilgrim in the future. Oh god, shift up taking notes again. Sure. I should stop with these ideas, chat. I need to stop with these ideas. Oh god. I need to stop with these ideas. Like, it's a burst 1 cooldown reduction, like pilgrim with these. Like, oh shit. Oh, oh god. Devs, thanks, bro. Oh my god. I keep giving them ideas, boys. Keep giving them ideas. They'll keep listening. Imagine Crown B1 with CDR skills. Oh, guess what, dude? Think about this too. What if, hear me out. So the Crown with Chime combo, because we're missing a burst 1 and a burst 3 combo still. Okay, hear me out. Chime burst 1 and Crown burst 3. Crown would be the rocket launcher, and Chime would be a support burst 1 with cooldown reduction with some damage up or damage taken debuff. Hear me out. Oh god, it's over, boys. Duo pilgrims. So you put that, and then REM, and then Summer, and then Scarlet Black Shadow, and then Alice. It's over, boys. It was nice knowing you, boys. No more combos. Sounds great. Oh shit. Yep, Pilgrim Duo is coming. We know it, I know it, you know it, it's coming. Hi, I'm Dev, I'm writing this down. We cooked up too much. We are so Jover, man. The attack buff is insane on a rocket launcher. This is insane, actually. And the funny thing is, this will make Alice even more of a support. More of a support Alice, because she's gonna be with like 2 other rocket launchers. Yeah, because A2, where's A2? Let's see, A2 mode B. You have a charge speed increase, and yeah, there's that current HP. And the thing is, like, if REM is just gonna perma heal her, this is basically not an issue. In any case, I was already planning to core 7 REM, so hey, listen, I mean, this is just this was only, hey, this is just an icing for me.